I tell you, because Yahuwah knew that his people are stiff-necked, love to party too much, and don't study, he sent you men in the earth, each in his season and time, like myself and few others, who've given themselves over to study and have gotten the news from proper places. Trump is not the man you need to worry about, oh, you ignorant people. Beast Biden, I've told you many times before, is the one prophesied about Revelation 16:12. Open the book and read it. He's the second beast that spoke like a dragon and lied. Donald Trump was prophesied about by Daniel the prophet. He's the little horn that will overtake the middle head of the eagle. Y'all don't know these things because you don't study, which is why he said he would send men amongst you to warn you. Talking about watch out for Trump. I'm here to give you some information. Trump ain't gonna see death before the return, buddy. And you better quit depending, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna stock up on ammo. Haven't you read in 1 Samuel 2:6? It's Yahuwah that kills and makes alive. And I believe it's Isaiah 10:5. He say, oh, Assyrian, when we was captive in Assyria, he said, the rod of indignation in your hand is my indignation. So that means when our enemies turn against us, that's actually Yahuwah's indignation. So you're supposed to only fear him and keep his commandments and quit worried about these motherfuckers. They ain't got no power over you unless Yahuwah grants it. Talking about watch out for some Trump and some power boys. And this wicked ass president is seeking to take and disarm you, breaking the Constitution. He's lawless and corrupt while giving away our weapons freely to a bunch of neo-Nazis that's persecuting the church over in Russia, beheading people, throwing up Nazi signs, the same type of Nazis that was in Nazi Germany. And many of you ignorant Negroes voted for this person. And now you're silent. Many of you in your car scared wearing masks by yourself. I see you on the streets now. Our people are some of the weakest, faithless, disloyal people on the earth, which is why you be falling by the sword by each other, crashing, getting shot. Your little weapons ain't gonna deliver you. Us men can have them just to say we have them. Your true protection comes from fearing Yahuwah by name and keeping his commandments. I hate seeing all this ignorance. I jump on the camera just to reprove you and try to correct you. You niggas are so busy partying and planning parties, don't even know what time it is and what's going on. He said, watch as well as pray. That means you should watch. I've told you many times, turn off this mainstream media. It's the mouth of the beast. Turn on RT News and watch it. Sit your ass down, get quiet, watch it consistently for at least a week. It might be too late for you. There's so much to know, and you have to have some spiritual, scriptural knowledge to understand what time it is. You don't know what time it is because Yahuwah done changed the season, and many of you think it's the old season. Still out here partying, trying to carry on eras from the 70s and house music and stepping that the Most High done closed out right before your face. Proof that the Genesis Center's falling apart. Another sign. And you're still out here taking photo ops, trying to hold on to something that he done took away from you because it's time to get serious. Keep his commandments and we don't have to worry about nothing. He delivered us from Egypt. We didn't have to do anything. You calling the wicked righteous and the righteous wicked. You don't even understand. This president is trying to look at what's going on. How stupid can you be? There's a war against free speech, which is unconstitutional. We're one of the few nations that have the right to keep and bear arms. I keep and bear arms. You damn right I do. I'm a veteran. And not just that, but I know I don't put my trust in them. My true protection comes from Yahuwah. Your little weapons, I don't care what you got, ain't gonna deliver you if Yahuwah puts it in the heart of any man to take you could be what these young people call murked or deleted by one of your own people. So come off of that foolishness. I'm gonna stock up on ammo and stock up on food and water. I carry a sword with me just to carry it. I might need it, but the true deliverance comes from Yahuwah. And because I have that constitutional right to do so. Damn it, I protected this nation. I went abroad and fought overseas. So you damn right I'm gonna protect myself here. This wicked nation has a long history against us as a people. They all racist. Not every single one of them, but I'm talking about historically in this nation. It would just like it would be wrong to say all Negroes are bad and rebellious. It would be wrong to say all of them are, because not all of them are. But generally, the majority of them are. And they have a long history proving that. And many of you ignorant Negroes are still following this Democratic Party and the Republican Party. He said, learn not the ways of the heathen. He said, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. You're out here running in elections in the wickedest system the earth has ever seen. And you're trusting in that. We're in the prophecy of 2nd Ezra. The three-headed eagle, the middle head is awake, which is the CIA, which has been running this country for years. Satan is somewhere up in the CIA. And it said the left head and the right head was joined with it. That left and right head is your Democratic and Republican Party. I swear I can't stand ignorance and delusion. And he has sent you men that don't care about their life, because for us to die is gain. We're going to get more power. We know where we came from and where we going. You don't. You don't even know who you are. Just like in the times of old, he has sent you men to call you out of the rocks, and you don't even recognize them. Your own people. I'm tired of this. All I see, you put more stock in your parties, your clothes, your food, your vacations. And the scriptures are clear when it says, love not the world or the things in the world. For any man that loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So how the hell can you protect yourself from anything? It says, except Yahuwah keep the city, the watchman wakes in vain. That means you could be armed. If Yahuwah ain't protecting, you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of surviving. You're going to be out there partying, line dancing when the trumpet blow. And you look the other way to wickedness right before you. You see mass censorship right before your face. The firing of Tucker Carlson, who spoke more truth. I didn't agree with everything he said, but he revealed the truth about a lot. And a lot of you folks are laughing about that. When a country starts to violate its own constitution, that country has truly become full of iniquity, which means lawlessness. And I see many of you Negroes applauding that shit. That's how delusional. That's why only a small remnant is going to make it. Many of our ancestors were destroyed in the wilderness because their hearts were still with Egypt when Yahuwah delivered us. And I see many of you Negroes going the same fucking way. I really do. And I ain't going to have no sympathy for you, because a lot of you are going to become, you already are enemies. You already are enemies and the enemies of the saints. You're Yahuwah's enemies because you don't have an ear to hear and you won't listen. He know you ain't studying. He knew it before the foundations. Which ones wasn't going to be studying, was going to be partying and taking pictures and selfies. So he said, I'm going to set apart a few that's going to love me for his glory, not our glory. And they're going to give themselves over to studying, and I'm going to reveal to them what time it is. And I'm going to command them to speak to you night and day. We going to bring the salt and the fire of his baptism. And you still ain't listening. So what can you say before him on Judgment Day? You can't lie to him and say you didn't hear, because you did. You Jezebels can't lie and say I didn't know I wasn't supposed to preach and teach, because we warned you. And once you're warned and you make a conscious decision to harden your heart and turn the other way, you deserve every bit of that hellfire. And I don't wish that on anybody. But no, I take that back. I do wish that on all those who hate Yahuwah. That is a fitting, deserving punishment for you. We should all tremble. He said the righteous will barely make it. So where does that leave all you that's out here ain't even listening? You ain't trying to know his name. You ain't trying to keep no commandments. You're out here celebrating holidays and taking selfies and pictures of feasts. Where you think you gonna end up? You ain't even trying to do right. That's what repentance is. And then somebody come on your page and correct you. Deep down, you offended by that shit. You don't think we know that? I can feel it when I correct you, not with my words, with his words. I can feel it. Even before I post them, I can feel it. Family members, too. No, they're not family, relatives too. I mean, it's ridiculous. We are in the midnight hour, like the song says. We are in the midnight hour. This wicked president has brought us closer to World War III. The world is changing before your eyes. The whole world has waken up to how wicked America is. They dumping the dollar because the United States has weaponized it. They started with us. They committed sanctions against the Hebrews first. We were the first ones sold on Wall Street and auctioned off. They sent drugs to our neighborhoods first and stole our children and trafficked them. All that shit began with us. The nations see who they are, and you still out here trusting in your enemies? What the fuck wrong with you? If it's Yahuwah's will that they destroy you, guess what? That's exactly what the fuck gonna happen. You better get with the fucking program and read 1 Samuel 2:6, Jeremiah 17:5, and I believe it's Isaiah 10:5. If these angry race groups get a hold of you, that's Yahuwah's indignation he's put and filled in them to destroy your wicked, rebellious asses. That's the way that shit works. I pray that he destroy me, kill me before my heart turns away from him. That'll be a plus for me. I trust him even if he slays me. I know what I was here, what I was born in this earth for. Before my heart turned away from him, let me go home and get my crown. But I don't believe this, man. Our people are worse than all the heathen. They seek our God more than we do. Just like he said, the ox knows his master's crib. My people don't even consider. You're still blaspheming, calling on that phony, fake ass satanic name of Jesus and Lord, which he didn't want to hear come out our mouth. Man, this shit is frustrating and tiring. Just like he said in Jeremiah, he said, because you speak my words in your mouth will be like fire and these people like paper. It will consume them, offend and devour. Say, my word is like a double-edged sword. It's going to create divisions, brother. Family members ain't going to like you, but I don't give a damn. They got to go where they got to go. You need to wake up. Watch RT News, who gives you a plain history. Why do you think Satan's children banned it? That's exactly who they are. Don't you understand the parable of the wheat and tares yet? Read it again. I'm not even going to answer that right now. Nephew, I'll call you back. Matthew chapter 13, start at verse 24 and go to 30. And you listen and you look at the history of these colonialist nations that's called themselves Europeans, Anglo-Saxons. Research what the word Anglo comes from, of the angels. And then understand that there was a fall from heaven where there was a rebellion of watchers that came and slept with women and brought these people in the earth. Joshua fought with them after the floods. Man, I tell you, man, you know what? I'm done. You go ahead and do what you got to do. You keep doing your remixes and you keep promoting this, party over here, $10 at the door, 15 and all that shit, calling colors. Keep doing your house head mixes. Keep taking pictures of your damn pork chops. Keep going on your vacation. Keep telling folks to buy Bitcoin and store up on your money. None of that shit gonna deliver you. And you know what? Just like he rained so much fire and brimstone down on Sodom and Gomorrah, it was fire and brimstone like nowhere else on earth. 99% pure. They went over there and those folks' bones had warped. There was so much heat. And he say that nation is gonna far better than those of you who've heard and didn't listen. And you deserve every bit of what's coming to you. Because I'm tired of talking, to be totally honest with you. I've been tired a long time ago. I prefer not to. But sometimes I have to do it and I have to say something.